Here we go, boo-boo.
Let's do this.
Podcasting from their dining room table in
Way-ho.
California, it's the Stonebergs with Dave Stone and Katie Strandberg. Get it? Advice and encouragement from two goofballs who can barely run their own lives. Call now at 562-548-2012 to be a part of the show. Now welcome, the Stonebergs.
Yay.
Yay!
Woohoo.
Woo!
Listen to him.
Listen, we are here and excited. Hello, Boo.
Hey, what's up there, boo?
How's it going?
Oh, if I was any better, you wouldn't be able to stand me.
I know.
How you doing?
Happy episode number 109.
Number 109. We've been away for a while.
About a month.
Been a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you we don't shine shoes no more.
Yeah, we don't. Joe Pesci.
Been we've been gone for about a month, huh?
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
It's so good to be back.
Good to be back in our home base,
Yeah.
West Hollywood, California. We've been jet setting.
Oh my gosh.
Been rambling.
Lot of rambling.
A lot of driving, a lot of eating.
A lot of travel. A lot of travel.
I weighed 140 pounds a month ago.
Same.
Oh,
Same.
boy. Yeah, it took about a month off for summer vacation / tour.
Well, and birthday. We had
And
birthday
that's
week.
right. Yeah.
We had a
Yeah.
birthday week.
Have we not been on since our birthday week? Yeah, I think so.
I don't
yeah,
think we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a good little birthday week.
What did we do?
Let's see. For my birthday, we went to a
Oh, right.
restaurant,
Petit Trois.
Petit Trois.
Oh, my name is Dave. I am French lover.
That's old fancy French boy Dave. Everybody knows Dave's he loves his French cuisine.
Yeah, you got into the French food right before your birthday.
I'm new to the game. I'm new to the French food.
What made you discover this?
I don't know. I'm just I think we've talked about this in the past. The last few years I've kind of turned a new leaf where like I want to try new things. Even at my advanced age.
Yeah.
I think my midlife crisis is me trying new things or things maybe I had shunned in the past. For example, the Grateful Dead.
Right.
I'm a card-carrying deadhead now.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I didn't give two craps about the Grateful Dead.
So that's
But, it's like, all right, let's revisit maybe, because it's all based on the premise of, and you actually inspired me to kind of jot this premise down, or the idea of this premise of not, let's see, I don't even know how to articulate this, but we've all got opinions on certain things, and some of the opinions we've had for a long, long time. But I remember one time a few months ago, I asked you about a specific restaurant. I think it was a restaurant, like a chain restaurant or something. And I said, do you like this restaurant? You're like, ugh, no. And then I said, when's the last time you ate there? And you're like, I don't know, like 7 or 8. Not 7 or 8 years ago. I was 7 or 8 years old. And I'm like, okay, so you're still holding on to an opinion that you formed when you were 7.
right.
So I'm just saying you need to, I'm not saying you got to go back and revisit and question every principle and opinion that you have.
I don't think this happened.
Oh,
because
it totally
this
happens.
no,
It totally
I don't
happens.
think I'm sorry, and I don't mean to say no but but like I really don't think. I think this is a premise that you had
Yeah.
and now you're trying to make it reality.
No, I
because
promise you.
I'm open-minded. I'm an open-minded food.
For the most part.
person.
Yeah, for the most part.
I just don't like mayonnaise or cold food. If
Well, there's a laundry list of things that we can.
well, okay.
No, but seriously, my point being just either A, let's go back and revisit some things that maybe I had a negative opinion on
Sure.
before, or B, let's finally get around to visiting things or trying things I've never tried, and French food was on that list. And one day I went over to Petit Trois and had the best omelet I've ever had in my life, and I got very excited. I was like, I'm coming back here on my birthday.
How
we
many
did.
times did you go to Petit Trois? Was it just twice?
I did some recon. I had to scout it out. I think when we went there for my birthday, that was my 3rd time
Yeah, because the
You know-
manager knew you.
in a week.
and they wrote you a happy birthday note on the table.
Yeah, the manager knew me from 2 different locations. They got one here in Hollywood, and they got another one in Sherman Oaks. So she saw me at both locations. It was like, all right, there's something going on with this guy.
Yeah.
Because every time, except for the birthday visit, I was by myself, just the lone weirdo eating an omelet in the corner by himself.
French food.
Yeah.
I love the French onion soup. Big soupy.
Yeah.
I loved it. Long time. The French take their time with the food, don't they?
Yeah, nobody was in a hurry.
Yeah.
It's a leisurely atmosphere. But yeah, so we did that for my birthday, and I don't think we did anything else, just kept it low-key. And then for your birthday, 5 days later, just to recap, our birthdays are 5 days apart. We're both Leos. I had made reservations to Musso and Frank.
Yes, which is a beautiful restaurant in Hollywood, California that I've wanted to go to.
I've never been there.
Forever.
Based on your interest and your suggestion months prior, I was like, let me go ahead and lock down a reservation to Musso and Frank. And then your birthday came, and you had a change of heart.
Yeah, I don't see my midlife, whatever it is happening, and I'm going the opposite way. I like to close some doors, you know what I mean? I want to know, hey, I'm used to this. I would like to stay down Comfort Row. Comfort Row for me is a beautiful day of Bravo television. I'm revisiting some vintage housewives, my faves. We got Atlanta, Nene Leakes, who's just on my Mount Rushmore of housewives. And then, I had a nice nail day because I'm into the fake nails that I get on Amazon in bulk. So that's fun. And then I was reorganizing. It was a day. It was just a lazy Katie day because I don't like having plans on my birthday.
Yeah.
I don't like having a thing.
You've never been a big birthday gal.
Never.
I
No.
remember our first year together. I made all these plans, and you were just like, no thanks.
I'd rather eat glass.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Okay, great answer.
No,
but like you, and I gotta phrase this delicately.
Oh boy.
I'm the same way, but we're both entertainers. We're both
Theatrical, dramatic.
You would think that Katie Strandberg might enjoy having a day dedicated to the celebration of the day of her birth. That you might enjoy the, I don't know what the proper word is.
Celebrating myself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, I love myself,
Yeah.
for sure.
But
I'm a narcissist,
I didn't want to say.
No, I am. I have tendencies toward.
We're all narcissists, let's be honest.
I mean, you're
Everybody.
way worse than me, but yeah.
But like that being said, it was surprising that you were indifferent about your own birthday. Is it the aging thing?
I didn't think because I turned old, okay? I turned 40. And I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to say it out loud and proud because the auditions I'm getting sent is for older woman now, and that's fine. I think I look better with age.
I think you do too.
Thank you.
A lot of women get better looking with age.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Didn't think I cared about it.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly ate at me like a disease in my heart. And then I just went to comfort food. And yeah, I think I get the birthday blues. I don't know why. Yeah. I've never been a huge fan because I don't want to put pressure on people. So with Christmas and stuff, I get to like give gifts and have fun. And your birthday is super fun because I'm celebrating you. But it's like my birthday, it just feels like a thing to do. I just want to hang out. I don't know.
See, I disagree.
I maybe like some mud on my face.
Especially given, not to turn it, to the sad and tragic, and we've talked about this on the show, you almost died a few years ago.
Lots of times, though. Lots of times I almost died.
I had the one specific incident in mind. But seriously, someone who's almost died, someone who's completely changed their lifestyle, and that you stopped drinking cold turkey several years ago.
Yeah, because doctor told me.
You would think that, each birthday after that would be a gift and another notch on the old belt of, look, I'm going forward. I'm living my life.
I don't like things that you have to celebrate. I don't, that's why I never liked going to weddings and birthdays and anniversaries. It's like, okay, we get it. Like we all have to celebrate that. But like, hey, we don't all celebrate Christmas, or that's Christmas and Hanukkah.
Oh, okay.
Put together. Or, we don't all celebrate 4th of July. I like finding the different things to celebrate. Or like sometimes I'll just have a Dave day and we'll celebrate you. Usually, because I was a jerk the day before, but still. Yeah, that is weird though. I know.
Well, hey, do your thing.
Hey, thank you.
Don't force it.
It was a nice me day.
Well, you had a good day.
I did.
Yeah,
I had the best
it looked
day.
like a very nice Katie day.
Yeah.
You barely left the bedroom.
I love that. That's my day.
Yeah, you like that. You
I like bed.
nesting in bed.
Yeah.
You like,
I'm a queen.
You like turning your bed into like a park bench / man cave thing. / dinner table. Speaking of which, last few nights getting into bed. Gotta pre-bust the bed. I shouldn't have to pre-bust the bed, boo.
I like having my items around me. So just in case I get bored, right? So I'll have my books, which I haven't read through a lot of them. And then I'll have my notebooks. What if I get a comedic idea? I'm a comic now.
That's true.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
And then
you're a comic.
Nails area, because, I want to do it slowly, but with the nail polish. Sometimes the skin area, because there's that mask. And then I need my remote handy. And then beverages, that's a whole different thing. So, yeah, I have a system. It's organized chaos. But, yes, you are correct. Right now, the bedroom is a bit of a garage sale.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I shouldn't have to be like, hey, where's my garlic powder? Let me check the bedroom.
Well, that's why I need garlic powder for the bedroom. I need my nightstand to both be a spice rack.
Yeah.
Well, I do have the bedroom salt.
You literally spice it up in the bedroom.
Well, I can always tell you come into bed and you're all grouchy.
Because I have to
And then
move a bunch of shit before I can lay down. Then
You're sweeping.
there's crumbs. And
Yeah, me and
kosher
Charlie
salt.
are fine, by the way. We are in our zone. We've been asleep for hours, and then Mr. Grouchy comes in.
I'm going to get you like a kiddie pool. With no water, we'll just throw a bunch of blankets in there, and then you can keep all your mustard and ketchup.
I
and
tried.
everything there.
I tried to buy that pod, remember, for sensory learning, and it didn't work. It wasn't comfortable. Anyway,
boy.
wow, we've really
That's all right. Boo.
we
But you had a good
are the
birthday.
worst. I did. I had the greatest birthday, and I gotta say, best birthday gift. You crushed it.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even get to that.
You crushed it.
I did crush it pretty well.
You crushed it.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank
I
you.
crushed yours too.
Thank you.
But-
Yes, you crushed it as well.
But let me tell you,
All right, you want to go first? What did I get you for your birthday?
BravoCon tickets.
We're going to BravoCon. Now explain to us what exactly BravoCon is.
Okay. Just imagine heaven in Vegas.
Okay.
Hello. That's it. It is all the Bravo celebrities that I love and adore. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Like, really, I'm so excited. I've already gone over my looks with Liz. Okay. All the Bravo peeps come to one area of the world, and then they do like panels, like Watch What Happens Live, and they do games together. And so all these different shows are intermixing. So you get to see all the drama. They also have a bazaar where they sell all their goods. 4-Wick Candle, Karen Huger, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And just so many things. I'm very much looking forward to it. I cannot believe that you figured that out. That was the best gift I've ever had.
Yeah.
I am so excited.
I got to step up my game. You're such a good gift giver. Now, is this an annual thing or every 4 years like the Olympics? Or
Okay, so last year I don't think they had it. No, 2 years. No, they did have it last year, remember? Because I was watching it.
That was in New York last year.
Yeah, I was in New York and I was just, you had your show that I missed because I was watching BravoCon. I was on tour with you. Anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, it's always in New York, but this year it's in Las Vegas,
There we
which
go.
is
You
so
already
close.
love Vegas.
Love Vegas. We're going to stay right across the street. It's going to be at Caesar's Palace. Lisa Vanderpump will be there. Vanderpump Rules cast. I mean, I have a lot to do
Yeah.
to get excited. I don't know if I should write notes to each cast member that I love. I was actually thinking that, like,
Really?
you really mean a lot to me. Like, I watched these people in a really dark time in my life.
No,
And,
I understand.
so it's my comfort food. Mom kicks the bucket. Why not turn on some VPR? Hey, Dad's sick. Let's put on some Atlanta ladies.
That's right. These women have been with me through every tragedy of my life.
Yeah. And I get to go see them.
Hell yeah.
I might cry.
Yeah.
I might cry.
I'm so glad.
I might cry.
And we got you. So it's at Caesar's Palace, and Caesar's Palace, as far as the rooms, they were completely sold out.
100%.
But we got you right next door at the Mirage.
Which is better.
You
I
can
need
just
to be
walk
away.
over there.
Yep, I need to be away.
Yeah, you need a little buffer.
I need a buffer.
But you don't even have to get in an Uber. You can
No.
walk next door. Oh, shit.
I caught it.
Good Lord.
Wow, thanks, Aaron. Yeah.
By the
Sorry.
way, that if you hear the voice in the background, that's our, what's your title? Producer slash director slash...
Man of all trades.
That's right. He's
Renaissance.
He's a Renaissance man. Aaron.
Charlie Wrangler. There's Harvey making an appearance.
Harvey's here. This is our first episode with...
Cameras.
I was trying to figure out another better way to say that. But yeah, we're on camera, finally.
Harvey. It's okay.
We like to wait for 3 years after the trends really peak and then hop on the bandwagon. So, Aaron is behind the scenes making sure all the cameras are hooked up and pointed in the right direction. So.
Oh, yeah. And he's crushing the game.
Crushing the game.
Yeah. So BravoCon.
BravoCon, you're super
So
stoked.
excited.
Now, I just got you the one ticket. Like, I'm going to Vegas with you, but I'm not going to BravoCon.
I'm really glad you're not.
Sure you're okay with that?
Very excited about that. Very excited.
I would do it.
No.
I'll go.
No. I need to be alone.
I'll plaster on a smile.
I like going to things alone.
Yeah.
I like going to the movies alone.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing things alone because I have my own timetable. If I need to go get a beverage or a drink, I don't have to check in with anyone. And I need to be laser focused.
Yeah. And I was willing to do it, but that is a lot, like a whole weekend of me holding your purse at the mall, you know? So I was like, if you're cool with it, see, I'm just going to kick it.
Yeah. Well, there's some, I don't watch all the Bravo shows. So I'll need some breaks as well. I'm going to be looking for all my housewives that I watch, but I haven't gotten into the below deck of it all. I'm not proud of myself.
Harvey, you want to take it
can
easy there, bud? Let's go ahead and come on.
Here, buddy, go.
Man, what the hell?
Go back.
Come on, bud.
Go,
All right,
there he
go into
is.
your little room there.
Okay, Charlie. Oh boy, but yeah, BravoCon, best gift ever. Mark and Virgie are going to watch The Boys. You set that up. I mean, it really is sweet.
Yeah.
It's the sweetest gift.
I just love seeing you happy.
It's the best.
I love seeing you enthused.
Yeah, I am
And
enthused.
I can't think of anything that enthuses you more than your Bravo ladies.
I love them so much. Like, I genuinely do. It's a real love.
Yeah.
A lot of people fake the Bravo thing. I don't.
Why would anybody do that?
To get likes and stuff. Hello, we all saw Scandival and how it uprooted the world. Aaron, do you know about Scandival? Oh my God. It's okay. All right, never mind. My point is not made. We'll go over that.
Yeah, we'll clue you in later.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, and you crushed it as well in the gifts.
Okay.
And I already cashed in my gift.
You did.
What'd you get me?
Well, no, you had to share it.
Got me second row behind the home plate tickets to Dodgers Braves. You right there, Charlie?
He's thirsty.
He's a thirsty boy.
He's thirsty.
Went to the Dodgers game, Braves game, but I've been in LA almost over 12 years. Still could not give less of a shit about the Dodgers.
Okay, well, that was a lot of...
maybe if I wasn't already a Braves fan,
I bleed blue.
I might get into the Dodgers, but have always really they make me nauseous. It started years ago. They're good. Dodgers have been great ever since I've been out here. Like seriously, almost every season, they're great. But I remember about 5-6 years ago when they were at their peak, and the Braves were just nipping at their heels, and it was just like one day, and then now that day has come. My Braves are top of the mountain.
Yeah, I've never seen you more happy.
This has been the most fun Brave season I've ever experienced. Like I said before, I've been watching the Braves literally since 1982.
Wow.
41 years. What?
48.
41 years.
42.
I've been watching the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
This is by far, even the World Championship team from 95 and most recently in 2021, this is the most exciting team they've ever had. And probably the most talented. And they're just crushing. They're just crushing people.
Well, and you've always said you wanted to be behind home plate.
Yes.
Charlie,
like I said,
that is enough.
I've been watching.
With a friggin' lion.
So when you watch a baseball game, the classic shot is from the perspective, the cameraman's literally out in center field, and they zoom in just behind the pitcher, and it's that classic shot. You see the pitcher's back, but it's, the camera's facing the hitter and the catcher and the umpire. And then that classic shot, you see probably about 40 or 50 fans that are in the frame right there in those first few rows. And, 42 years of watching baseball, I don't know, easily 100 games a year for 4,000 games I've seen. And 4,000 times you can't help but think, oh, man, I'd love to be sitting in those seats.
Yeah, right there in the front.
Oh,
right
look how
there.
cool. Because, I've probably been to 50 Major League Baseball games. Best seats I ever had prior to that was maybe 10 rows behind the first base dugout. Those are about the best I could always, hope to get. But just always, you can't help but think, if you're a baseball fan, like, oh, man, it'd be so cool to sit right there, right behind the plate. And here we are, second row, aisle seat, second row, right behind home plate. It was awesome. Sat right behind Mary Hart.
I know. I have a picture of her head, the back of it. I didn't
Mary
want to
Hart,
ask for a picture because I felt like that would be too,
Who was a huge part of my childhood. She was a co-host of Entertainment Tonight for Lord knows how many years. And my entire childhood, and it'd come on at 7:30 on ABC. And for some reason, my parents, we would watch that every night. And every night, my parents would just complain about all these Hollywood fancy pants, West Coast elite. Like, whoa, who gives a crap? And I would always say, why are we watching this? They hated it.
Yeah.
Or seemingly, they did nothing but complain.
Yeah.
About these Hollywood celebrities. But every night at 7:30, we'd watch Entertainment Tonight with Mary Hart, and for a long time, it was John Tesh.
John
Tesh was the co-host. He was a jazz musician, piano player or something.
See, Mary Hart was right above my area, but I do respect her. Here's the thing. This is where I geeked out. Hello. We went into the snack den of dreams.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
So let's go into the snacks.
The tickets included access to the Dugout Club, which I didn't really know what that was, but it's like this exclusive, basically bar/restaurant where they had this huge Vegas-style buffet, absolutely free. I mean, obviously they built in the price in the ticket, but like if you had the ticket, free. A huge buffet.
Huge. And let me tell you, Boo.
And who'd you see?
The greatest, Paula Abdul. Beautiful queen diva. She was at the buffet line. She was at the ritzy part of the buffet, the cheese plate area where I was, zooming in on. They had figs at this place. They had fresh fruit.
Yeah, I knew you'd like those figs.
I mean, I got like 4. I had to get Paula out of the way. But yeah, I was such a big. I'm a large lady.
Yeah, you take up a lot of space vertically, not horizontally.
That's fine, but I am, kind of like a chicken with the head cut off.
I always equate you to like an ostrich. Like if an ostrich just got in here and started running around and knocking over stuff. A lot of times that's the vibe you carry.
That's true. So I almost body checked Paula Abdul, but I also did this weird thing where I turned and I was like starstruck, and she was like, "Oh, excuse me," and I was like. And it was a weird pause for too long. But then, okay, I do have something I'm not going to complain about the Dugout Club, but let's just talk about the desserts for a second.
You didn't like the dessert options?
Anytime you're at a buffet, people think, oh, let's just throw desserts there.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to love the weird s'more cookie thing. And that's not true.
Yeah.
I need good desserts.
Okay.
I need solid sugar. I need, hey, this is a pancake cake from a fancy bakery. Wedding cakes, those are good.
What's a pancake cake?
A pancake cake is
Just making shit up now?
No, it's a thing. It's like pancakes
okay.
within a cake.
But then you icing and frosting. Okay.
It's delicious.
I like that. Okay.
So these are the dessert. These are the desserts I care about. But they did have frozen yogurt, so redeemed. Yeah. And there was a little issue with the frozen yogurt and the sprinkles. Yeah. Apparently.
Not enough sprinkles?
Well, I had an issue with the spoon because you're supposed to have a deep spoon for it. Yeah. Long story short, I got sprinkles everywhere. The guy wasn't too happy with me.
Well, I was super excited. Like, two of my favorite things intersecting, great seats to a Braves game, plus all access to a terrific looking buffet.
Yes.
But here's the problem. I got self-conscious, right, from the get-go, because I knew we were going to be in the frame of before every pitch we were on TV. We were on TV 250 times that night. If you think about, not that you know all these baseball things, but
I don't.
Usually each side will throw 100, 150 pitches, so
It's a lot.
125 apiece.
Simple math.
Time. 250 pitches thrown. Literally before every pitch, they show that angle I was talking about. So knowing that we were going to be in the frame and we would be on TV, live TV, every 15 seconds, I didn't really feel comfortable really throwing down at the dugout club because I didn't want to be the fat guy who between every inning, he's got a different snack. First inning, I'm holding a hot dog. Second inning, I'm holding nachos.
Yeah.
Third inning, I've got a big gulp.
Yeah.
Fourth inning, I got an ice cream sundae and a little baseball helmet hat cup.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't want to be the fat guy with a different snack, every time I'm on the screen. So I really kind of, I didn't do as much damage at the dugout club as I wanted to.
I was disappointed.
But I did okay. I'm trying to do the carnivore thing. I did get me a big old to-go box full of smoked turkey and tri-tip and
yeah, you did good.
Sausage. It was solid.
I was disgusting. I was getting salads to go. I was hoarding food under my seat, which was becoming an issue.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. But I got so many drinks, and they just kept giving me water.
Yeah.
Here's some water.
Yeah.
Cold, Dasani, perfect.
Yeah, you could get like prepackaged stuff. Just grab and go. Don't have to pay for it. Grab a water. Grab some Cracker Jacks. Some peanuts. Then we had the actual seat service. We had a server.
Oh my gosh.
Now I did partake in the cocktails.
Yeah, the cocktails you enjoyed.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Made sure that you drove home because I was definitely going to partake in that. But and it was a great game.
Yeah,
we kicked the shit out of them,
which is weird because I think everyone's a winner.
Acuna hit a home run. Ozuna hit a home run. It was amazing. And one thing I noticed too, like you're such a good sport, pun intended. Like I know you don't care about baseball, and that's fine. Everybody's got their thing. But even with that, you're like, hey, I'm here, and I'm going to do. And you made the mistake of expressing a little bit of interest.
Well,
in
I had to.
Some of the rules of the game, some of the situations, and it dawned on me like a baseball game when you're with your wife who doesn't care about baseball, but if she expresses any interest, it was like the mansplaining Olympics.
It really was.
I mean, I was bending your ear all night. I'm surprised. I'm probably going to be a meme because I was even posting up. I had my arm around your neck and pointing at this guy and see what that guy's doing there. He's lining up behind the second baseman. That's just every situation I felt.
Yeah, my face was very I just nodded a lot. Like I was
But see, like as a baseball nerd who. Like, I watch every game by myself. You don't watch when we're at home, and that's fine.
Yeah, no.
And I don't have friends over to watch because I only got a couple of baseball friends, and my best baseball friend doesn't even live in California anymore. But, so the point is, like, I'm such a nerd, but I never get to talk about it. I never get to verbalize, the nuance of what's going on. This guy's doing this because of that, and that guy's doing this because of that. And I know you don't give a shit, but it was fun. It was very cathartic for me to mansplain for 3 hours about baseball.
It was great.
And I think I should be allowed to mansplain. I think, what a harmless thing to mansplain. I would never mansplain to you anything about gender relations or politics or social but like a harmless thing like baseball, and you willingly, admit that you don't really know or care. I'm going to forget the care part. So she doesn't know any of this. Let's pretend she's interested. Go for it, Dave.
Yeah.
Mansplain away.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I have ADHD, which means when you're explaining to me all this baseball stuff, I am listening, and I can absolutely listen, and in the moment I'm understanding. But the second we leave, out the door.
I understand.
My amygdala is like, sorry, too much.
Yeah.
Later, nerd. And so that's why I don't mind it because it's like, oh, I'm learning new information.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
I can't retain anything.
True.
But, I'm trying.
But yeah, Boo, incredible birthday gift. I mean, I can't think of anything I would have rather been doing.
Oh my gosh. And you rewatched it when we got home.
Oh yeah, I rewatched the game. I've rewatched every game this series, not this season. For some context, Braves best team in baseball, Dodgers second best team in baseball.
And Dave's from Atlanta.
And so literally not just the National League, the two best teams in all of baseball went at it all weekend, and Braves won 3 out of 4. So there you go.
Yeah.
It'd been nice to sweep, but
Well, and we went on a interesting night. It was Kobe Bryant night.
Yeah, I guess it was his birthday. I think it was his birthday, so they had a celebration.
And it was so cool. His daughter threw the first pitch, and I cried because it was just so beautiful. The way it was, we were so close to the field, and
they had pregame ceremonies honoring him and his family, and then after the game, they did like a. I thought it was going to be a fireworks show, but it was a like a drone light show. Just thousands of little drones lined
light
up
show.
to like make some. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was okay.
I had such a good time, and the Braves only come to town once a year, like just because they're in different divisions, so they only come. I think they only play each other twice. They play once in LA and then once in Atlanta. So I had to go back.
Yeah, of course you did.
Sunday, I went back by myself. That talking about you like doing stuff by yourself. I love doing stuff by myself. I mean, I like. Obviously, you only make things better.
Yeah.
But like, for example, dining out, I got a bit about, a lot of people are self-conscious about going in and sit down at a restaurant, by themselves. I prefer it.
I know you do.
I don't like the whole social aspect. When it's time to eat, I got a job to do. I'm not here to chit-chat. But that's also, it was nice to go back to the game and just be completely focused. Not that you were distracting me.
No.
I was bringing that on myself with my, tendency to mansplain baseball to you. But, didn't have as good of seats, the second game, but they were still very good. Although I couldn't help, I kept looking at the people that were sitting in our seats, and it was almost like seeing an ex-girlfriend at the mall or something.
Like, why?
Get out of here. My seats.
My seats.
But, no, I got real good seats. I got any type of, like, concert or whatever, especially if it's, like, big enough for a theater. I love to be first row balcony. First row balcony is always such a good vantage point. So, obviously, it's not a balcony at Dodger Stadium, but point being, I was the first elevated section beyond the ground, the field section. So, that first elevated section, I was right in the middle of the first base line, right in between home and first, but first row of that elevated balcony section, if you will. And aisle seat, and, it was a good time.
Man. So, you enjoyed going alone?
Yeah. I mean, I asked you to go. I would have liked, but I knew that you going the first time was already pushing it.
Well, I went and I was there, and I'm so happy we got to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah. But I was like, I got to go back. And I was just, I wasn't planning on it, but I just started thinking like the next day, I was like, man, it was so much fun. They're in town for 2 more games. Saturday, I was distracted doing other stuff. But, so we went Friday night, and then I went back by myself on Sunday night.
I love it.
Or Sunday afternoon. It was a nice afternoon game, 1 o'clock start.
Oh.
Just out in the sun. It was good times.
That's so cool.
I did have to put up with, there was a whole crew of Dodgers fans behind me, which, I understand that. I'm in enemy territory. I'm the road team fan. But they had one guy, they had the cut up. They had the yuck 'em up dude. And these guys were from Canada, and I can't do a good Canadian accent, but I'm not shitting. The guy, he sounded just like Seth Rogen.
Ooh.
Very Seth Rogen energy. And he was a hockey guy. I like hockey. It's just boring. It's like, and at one time I just kind of turned around and didn't give him a dirty look, but just kind of looked at him and then chuckled like, okay. But like, thanks for coming to a live baseball game and announcing to everyone around you how boring it is.
Yeah, I'm a hockey guy.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Surely there's a hockey game somewhere you could go and leave to, right? But not only that, this guy had strong open mic comedian energy too.
Oh.
Like had to be the center of attention. Just the guy heckling the ump. And I know there's it's not the behavior at a live sporting event. Obviously, you have a little more leeway. It's not like a live performance, at a comedy show or a concert. I know you're allowed to kind of be a little rambunctious, but it was just so hacky and so cliche and just yelling at the ump and just nonstop for 9 innings. I had to put up with this Seth Rogen knockoff yelling at the umps and, get some glasses up. Okay, well, that's a good one. You zinged him there. When you get a chance, could you please shut the hell up? Just one of those idiots. I get a little bit of that, and you're with your friends, and everybody's cutting up, but, like, everybody in our section was just like,
I'm surprised you didn't say anything.
I mean, it's, people having fun, but just like, come on, dude, wrap it up. Well, but it was a great game nonetheless. They lost. That was the one game they lost, but oh well.
Listen, could be the Canadian open micer.
Yeah,
that was just
could be
throwing out zingers.
But yeah, so we've had an eventful few weeks, and we haven't even gotten to the big thing that we did last month. We went on tour together.
Yeah, we did.
It's our first real tour together.
Yes.
You've been on little legs of tours. Mm-hmm. You've joined me midway through or stuff, but this is the first full tour we did together.
Yeah.
We did 9 cities in about 13 days, 12 days maybe.
A lot.
And we did Wilmington, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia. Then we moved over to Florida. We did Jacksonville, Tampa, Tallahassee, Pensacola, and ended it in Mobile, Alabama, and just had a blast.
It was so great.
It was a lot of fun. Big thanks to everybody who came out to the shows. Most of the shows were a lot of fun. I think I only didn't have fun on one show. Savannah was rough for some reason. It was a decent sized crowd, and it was a nice venue. I've done the Wormhole before, but it was just
the Wormhole.
It was one of those shows where it felt like people were there, under false pretenses. It felt like everybody there bought a ticket to a rap battle, and they were confused while I was just doing stand up comedy.
Yeah, it was odd. Well, and there was so great venue for meeting your friends to play pool or going, a rock concert. But it was the stage was so big and there was a huge stool in the middle. Yeah. And it was just awkward, the stool.
Cartoonishly large stool. There's a drum kit that you had to walk around.
And I met the guy, the sound guy, which I'm sure is a lovely human being. But I didn't realize sound people were running. He was very
smartest person in the world is a live sound engineer at a concert venue. Smartest person in the world. Can't tell them anything.
No.
They know everything. They have no sense of humor. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I know you know what you're doing. You've never run sound for my band. And with my band, we do things like this. I used to have to deal with sound guys all the time when I was a tour manager for Fozzy. Yeah. I've never met one that was like, okay, what do you need? It was always, I know what I'm doing. Shut the hell up. Don't tell me nothing.
There was that energy and a hard out. Like he was very, I just don't like when people take their jobs way too seriously, and it felt like that, which is great if you're going to be professional and kind.
Exactly. You can take your job seriously if you're, good at it.
Yeah,
But if you're mediocre at your job, why don't you lighten up a little bit?
But the guy who ran it was so sweet. Yeah. Couldn't have been sweeter. Brought us pastries, by the way, that were delicious.
Shout out to Brendan. Great host. Everything lined up. It should have been a fun show, but just for whatever reason, I don't know. The crowd was just kind of like, meh.
Yeah,
and,
a lot of phone work.
I pick up on that pretty quickly, and then I can't let it go. I don't want to, I'm not self-sabotaging in that way. Like some comics, if it's a small crowd or whatever, the slightest little thing goes wrong, they won't shut the hell up about how bad it's going. But I was just confused at just the bewildered looks I was getting.
Yeah.
And I do fairly straightforward meat and potatoes stand-up comedy. I'm not up there doing Andy Kaufman stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a lot of weird abstract shit that you can't grasp.
No. A lot of barbecue.
What did you think was going to happen? you bought a ticket. What did you think? What did you think I was going to do?
I knew I sucked. But I didn't know I sucked that bad. Like at one point I remember like making eye contact with another woman being like, please just laugh, little laugh.
Just why are these people talking?
Weird.
But yeah, other than that, that was the only show I didn't really have fun with. And apologies if you bought a ticket and you came and you know, I still did my job. I didn't phone it in.
No,
I
you didn't phone
I didn't
it in.
sabotage it. But I couldn't get over how indifferent the audience seemed.
I will say great seating. They had
good
I like
seating.
having a seat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to have a seat at a comedy show. It's not always assumed that there will be one. Did have a blast in Pensacola.
Oh, that was awesome.
Got to pat myself on the back just a little bit on this one. Been doing comedy for 17 years, been touring for 15. That's the biggest crowd I've ever drawn as a headliner.
Yeah.
Now, I've done some big shows opening for, we go out with Kyle. He draws a big crowd. Or Craig Ferguson, I used to tour with him. He draws huge crowds. But as the headliner, my name on the ticket, most tickets I ever sold. So
that is so awesome.
Big thanks to everybody who came out to Pensacola. And that was that club had some sentimental value as well in that just mentioned, my days as the tour manager for Fozzy, WWE superstar Chris Jericho's parody heavy metal band, Fozzy. But I was the tour manager back in the day for them. They played there. I guess you could say we played there back in the year 2000, 23 years ago. And for some context, I was tour manager, but I also doubled, and I know you know this, but for the listeners, I also doubled as their mascot. A lot of the old heavy metal bands would have mascots, circa like, who was it? Iron Maiden had Eddie, who was like this skeleton guy. But Fozzy had Arthur, the pig man. And Arthur wore a rubber pig mask, a tattered Boy Scout uniform, and combat boots.
Yes.
And he would chase Chris Jericho around the stage with a real gas-powered chainsaw. Well, your boy was Arthur for about 2 years.
Wow.
So I guess you could say, performed on that stage at Vinyl Music Hall in Pensacola 23 years ago with Fozzy.
Was the chain on it?
We had to take the chain off.
Got it.
Yeah, as you would
Precaution.
expect. But other than that, like it was a gas power. We'd crank it up and noisy, and I forgot what song, but once a set during this particular song, during a guitar solo, when the singer Jericho had nothing to do, that was always my cue in this particular song to come out and chase him around the stage for like 2 minutes with a live chainsaw.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I performed at that exact same place 23 years ago with Fozzy.
And oddly, you did the exact same thing.
Yes, same show. I sang some old Judas Priest covers. I had Husqvarna chainsaw. But,
that was so cool. And the venue was great.
Yeah,
it was just awesome.
That
it was really, really cool.
Super, super cool show. And just all in all, just the tour was great. We had 2 off days in St. Augustine, Florida. Holy shit, never been there.
Me either.
Just absolutely gorgeous. So much history there. I learned that's the first city in America.
Yeah.
Everybody, even before Jamestown, even before Plymouth and a lot of the stuff up in New England, 1565, they set up shop there in St. Augustine, Florida. We saw that big fort. There's this fort that was built literally in 1565. Something DeMarcos.
Oh, yeah.
Some Spanish fort that they built. But going and seeing like their little historic district, how old, and because like I'm not a history expert, but I am interested in history. But when you think of America, you don't think of the 1500s or the 1600s.
No.
You don't think of buildings being that old.
No, we're trash.
So yeah, it was very kind of had a European vibe, and then like, oh shit, this cobblestone street's 500 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's pretty rad.
And that old school, the St. What is it? Friends?
Oh, Flagler College?
Yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's haunted.
Yeah, that's haunted. You did some research on that place. But yeah, so, and 2 very welcome off days in the middle of the tour. Like 10 years ago, I was just Mr. Road Dog. And when I was booking tours, I'd just fill up every date. I'm going to do 20 cities and 20 nights. I did that one time. 20 cities in 20 days. But now it's like, no, man, let's get a few off days in there. So we went hard for 5 days, had 2 days off, and then another hard for 5 days. So perfect.
It was great.
Perfectly routed tour.
Oh,
just
yeah.
everything routed perfectly, which that rarely happens. The food. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the food was I mean, gluttonous is the word I'd use. That's what I did. I just shoved all the food in my face.
No hyperbole. The best 2 weeks of eating I've ever accomplished in my life. And that's saying a lot for me.
That is.
No, but seriously, the best 2 weeks of just bam, bam, bam. Because
Yeah.
look at where we're at. We were in Charleston. We ate at a place called 82 Queen in Charleston. Just
so fancy.
delicious, high-end Southern cuisine, low country cuisine. Savannah. We went to the Wild Dock Bar.
Oh, the Wild.
Sat
That
outdoors
was dope.
on the water. Went there 2 days in a row. I had reservations the next day at Husk in Savannah. Canceled them to go back to the Wild.
Yeah.
Can't recommend that place enough. WYLD, by the way, the Wild. Outdoor patios,
beautiful.
right on the water. I don't know which body of water we were on. It was just more like canals and inlets. It wasn't like the Atlantic Ocean or anything, but just incredibly fresh seafood.
Good. So good.
In St. Augustine's, we ate at this old school seafood place called Osteen's Restaurant.
You went there twice.
Went there twice in one day.
That one day?
Went twice in one day. Tampa, we ate at the oldest restaurant in the state of Florida.
Oh, yeah, the Cuban.
Columbia Restaurant, established in 1905. Literally takes up an entire city block. Seemed like a museum.
It was so cool.
Just this gigantic, I think they said 72,000 square feet, 13 different dining rooms, old
beautiful.
Art, old mosaics, stained glass.
History and food go together.
Cuban restaurant there in Tampa. Delicious. Where else did we? Oh, in Pensacola.
Oh, right. Oh.
Ate at the same restaurant 3 times.
Fish
the
House.
same building. There was 2 restaurants, so we ate at the Fish House twice, and then their adjoining oyster bar, Atlas Oyster Bar.
That we sat at the bar.
Yeah.
And I don't think people have had 7 courses at the bar.
Yeah, we had 7 different courses of oysters, all oysters. We had 3 dozen raw oysters. We had half a dozen of these ceviche oysters.
It's embarrassing.
We had these char-grilled garlic butter oysters.
Oh, stop it. Yeah.
We had oyster shooters.
It was so good.
Oh, my God.
It was so good.
Atlas Oyster Bar / The Fish House.
Oh, it was amazing.
Right there in Pensacola.
Well, and it was our off night, and it was... I kept justifying everything because birthday. Mm-hmm. I was just like, oh, it's our birthday still. Long month of birthday.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Mobile, we ate at a place called Bob's Downtown Restaurant. Just this nice little bitty diner type spot. But the food. And, Boo, I've never been more proud of you.
I ordered.
We saddled up to the bar.
Yep.
You looked at the menu, and without hesitation, you were like, oh, I'm getting shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my girl.
It was a delight. And the spice they used, the spice. I ordered it on Amazon immediately because that was perfect. It was the best thing. It was so good. The atmosphere, it was fun. There were pride flags. You know, I love a place with a pride flag.
I love a progressive Southern town.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's like, hey, see, we're not all dumb redneck bigots and homophobes.
No.
But yeah. And then, so we finished the tour in Mobile. Then we spent the next 3 days just kicking it in New Orleans. And that's when, boy, you thought we were eating our way through the Gulf. Oh, boy. New Orleans, we really kicked it up a notch.
I love it there.
Yeah. In 3 days, I ate Koshan Restaurant, we ate Koshan Butcher, and we ate Pesh. I've talked about Koshan many times. Just all things pork. Just anything pork, they got it there. Like high-end Cajun Southern cuisine. Koshan Butcher is their next door, their little butcher shop / sandwich shop. Went over there the next day, had some hot boudin, had the Le Pig Mac. They recreate the Big Mac, but they make it with pork patties instead of beef patties.
Oh, what fun.
The Le Pig Mac.
Okay.
And so good. And then the final day we went to Pesh. We've been to Pesh before, but Pesh is to seafood what Koshan is to pork. And it's owned by the same group, Donald Link, great Cajun chef. But that's his seafood place. We had more oysters. We had fried oysters, whole grilled redfish. And without a doubt, the best seafood gumbo we've ever had.
Oh, my gosh.
Even better than mine.
I know.
I'm very proud of my gumbo.
Sorry.
But no, it's all about reps. I can't expect to keep up with them. They're making this gumbo every day. I make it 4 or 5 times a year. Of course, it's going to be better, but boy, Was that not the best seafood gumbo you've ever had?
It was delicious. It was so delicious. Well, also, I went, when you went to the butcher shop
Right.
to get La Pig Mac, I went and got my cards read by Lady Mimi. Shout out to Lady Mimi, who is just a gifted reader of tarot cards.
Tarot?
Anyway, great reading. She recorded the whole thing. I haven't listened to it back, but I was very impressed with her.
Yeah.
You know, she's a witch. She is a very good and talented witch.
And you believe in that?
I do. I believe in certain ones.
Okay.
I could tell the real deal. See, the thing is, you have to find your person through a channel. For example, when I went into that smash hit store, Nikki's, or it was called Glimmer or Glamour. Anyway, that's where I got the potato chip clip. Oh, and it was just like a Hello Kitty meets Spencer Gifts meets, I don't even know. But she was talking about a friend of hers who's a vampire. So I overheard her talking about that. And I was like, Nikki's going to know. Nikki's going to know where to get read. And I asked her and she said, yes, Lady Mimi down the road. And boom, that's how I found her. You always have to find your witch through a place that looks like Hello Kitty.
Yeah, novelty gift stores are the gateway to the witches.
But also there is a vampire restaurant in New Orleans where everyone's a vampire, and apparently the food's great.
Hell yeah.
I didn't, you know.
Did you get the name of that? Why didn't we go there?
Well, because I was busy with the Lady Mimi of it all.
Okay, we'll do that next time.
And I'm into calligraphy now.
Okay. But
Lady Mimi said I should write in calligraphy.
You feel good about the reading?
I do.
Is any of that stuff you could share, or is it private?
Okay, I can. I don't remember it. I have to re-listen to the voice
Glad
recording.
it made an impact.
No, it did, though, because a lot of the cards were bad.
Oh, really?
But it was my past cards.
Okay.
So it's like I went through this weird time, which is true, and now I'm coming on the other side of it.
Nice.
It sounds a little dark and sad,
That's
but
okay.
it wasn't. It was good.
Okay.
It was good. And I think that her and John Malkovich would be I'm going to put that in the universe and manifest it because I think that would be a good match for them.
Well, for some context there, that seems pretty.
Oh, sorry, did I not start?
I don't think so.
Oh, Lady Mimi has had a lot of run-ins with celebrities. So Spike
Including
Lee,
John
John Malkovich.
Okay.
And I think that she told me that they had a moment. This was when I was exiting,
Really?
her area. And I really believe that they might fall in love.
What does she mean by they had a moment?
They had a moment. They just got each other. I understood what she said. I understand witch speak.
Pay this woman her money.
She didn't have an accent, boo.
Oh, that was John Malkovich from Rounders.
Oh, okay. Well,
Pay this man his money.
he does accent.
I can't do it.
Can't either. Okay.
But yeah, had an absolute blast on the road. Boo, you feel good about your first real tour?
I feel so good.
How you feel is like not being a tour manager or just a spectator. This time you were a participant.
Dude, the adrenaline rush, it was so hard, but so great. I humbled myself in the sight of the Lord. I definitely learned so much, and I feel like pumped to keep going. Like the rust was falling off.
I
you
thought
know?
you did great, Boo.
Thank
like
you.
any comic on tour, the first couple shows
you
sometimes are a little rough. But I could see your progression each show.
Yeah.
I really could. And that's all you can hope for. It's just, tonight I want to be a little bit better than I was last night. That's all you just keep that formula up. One day you wake up and you're pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But no, Boo, I thought you did great. Ironically, one of our best shows was one that I was worried about the most, just in terms of the circumstances. At my age now, I always get self-conscious when I play college towns because I think, how the hell am I supposed to relate to a 20-year-old? They're not going to find me funny. They don't want to listen to an old, dumb, straight white man complain about stuff. So Tallahassee, that show, I was like, it's big college town, Florida State University, and it was at a vegan restaurant.
Vegan restaurant/bar, which is interesting.
Not that I'm some, redneck Republican who can't, but I was, I talk about barbecue. I'm twice their age. What am I going to do connecting with an audience at a college town vegan restaurant maybe the best show of the run.
Oh, so much
And
fun.
you ripped it, Pooh. I could tell you were having so much fun on stage.
I was having so much fun. And by the way, I am not a cool vegan person. I think vegan people are so cool. They're like the cool kids in high school.
Yeah.
And it did feel kind of high schoolish when we walked in. And I remember sitting with the comics that were from there, and I was like, can I sit down here? Like, I felt like I wanted a lunch tray. But it was lovely and fun, and everyone did great. And yeah, I loved it. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, you had a great set, Boo.
That was
fun. You were having fun. But yeah, great tour. A lot of fun. Awesome. The shows were fun. The off time was fun. Ate way too much food. And just had a blast, though. It's always, not to get sappy, but I've said before, the only thing I don't like about touring. I love everything about touring. I like doing comedy. It's my vocation. I love to travel. I like to eat all the different food that I don't normally get to eat. The only thing I don't like about touring is being away from you.
Ah, gross.
And I got to have the best of both worlds this time.
It was really cool. It was so cool. I loved it. I did miss Charlie.
I miss Charlie. I miss the boys.
I miss Charlie.
They were in good hands. Shout out to our buddy Lou.
Lou. Thank you, Lou, for watching our babies.
Uncle Lou. And, but yeah, that felt good knowing that the boys were in good hands.
It was so good.
I'm glad. I don't think I could ever just board them somewhere.
Oh God, no! Oh yeah. God, no!
No thanks.
No thanks.
But yeah, good to be back.
Good to be back.
Get back into the routine. Got more comedy around the bend. You're going to try to start coming. Not every tour.
Not every tour, because
logistically that it's going to be hard. But every other tour or something.
Yeah.
Maybe November you come out with me.
I'm excited for
Got
that.
Some good shows in November.
Yes.
Word of mouth, real quick. This month, like I said, we've been off for a while. Haven't been able to do the episodes and spread the good word about good content out there. But one of my dearest friends and one of the funniest people I know, our good buddy Kenny DeForest.
Oh, Kenny.
Has a new special out on YouTube right now. You can go to YouTube and watch it. It's called Don't You Know Who I Am? Kenny, just one of the funniest dudes and one of the nicest dudes. Now, a lot of times in comedy, when a comic says so-and-so's a nice guy, oh, he's a super nice guy. That's code for... he's not very funny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if someone ever says so-and-so's a nice guy, that means...
people feel like I've said that a lot about
he's not
me.
Not the case with Kenny. Kenny is legitimately a nice guy, but also legitimately hilarious. Probably, this is at least his second album / special, maybe third. But nonetheless, Kenny, one of my good buddies that I just lost to other locations. All my friends are moving away. Kenny was out here. He started in Chicago, spent some time in New York, then he moved out here for a few years, just moved back to New York. So he's gone. Ryan Singer's gone.
Yeah.
All my friends are gone.
Yeah, mine are dead, so.
But Kenny, very funny dude. Check out Don't You Know Who I Am on YouTube right now. Kenny DeForest. That's a big D, little E, big F, O-R-E-S-T.
Yeah.
Kenny DeForest. I don't know if the F is big. I don't know. Yeah, if the F's not big, then I don't need any of that. It's just, and we know that the first letter of a name is capital. Good job, Dave.
It's okay.
Kenny DeForest. Figure it out. DeForest.
Boo, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, like I said before, we're on YouTube now.
What?
We hope all this is going to work out. That's why we got Aaron behind the scenes, because you and I have been tinkering with the idea for 3 years of putting this stupid podcast on YouTube. But
here we are.
Combined, we have the tech capabilities of Harvey and Truman. So, but yeah, I think this is going to work out. Got our own YouTube channel now, the Stonebergs Podcast. YouTube.com/@the Stonebergs Podcast. And we'll be uploading these bastards hopefully every week.
Yeah, and you could watch us.
Yes, exactly.
In our environment that I've created so beautifully.
More tour dates at dumbdavestone.com. Coming up in October, I'll be in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then I'll be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's coming up in October. November, I think I got dates in Bristol, Tennessee, Raleigh, North Carolina, working on Asheville, working on Charlotte. So we'll see. But, dumbdavestone.com for all the tour dates. Boo, where can we find you on Instagram?
At KT Low Strandberg.
There you go. In that order.
In that order.
Well, good times, Boo.
Hey, great catching up.
It's great catching up. I'm glad you had fun
I had
on the
so
road.
much fun. And thank you for taking me, by the way, taking a chance on an unknown kid. I appreciate it.
You're going places, kid.
We'll see.
But, thanks for listening. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, we're going to get back into taking calls.
Oh, yes.
So feel free to give us a call day or night at 562-548-2012.
In that order.
562-548-2012. We're here to offer advice and encouragement in whatever you may need.
Yeah.
So,
And we love you guys so much.
Holler at your boy. Holler at your girl.
Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Okay, thank you.